Welcome to Behind the Scenes, a series that informs you of what's happening in local motion picture, TV, and digital industries. Calgary-based Bleeding Art Industries is a dynamic, creative, and innovative company founded in 1994. It's one of only a handful of companies worldwide that offers a combination of mechanical special effects, creature effects, and custom design and fabrication. We had a chance to visit their studio and workplace, and it's here that we spoke with Becky Scott, the co-owner and vice president of Bleeding Art Industries.
We do mechanical special effects, so anything pyro, fog. We do creature and character effects, prosthetics, and custom fabrication, and we just started in film production as well. We've worked on a lot of different types of films. We did a lot of work on Terry Gilliam's Tideland.
Hey, wait for me. That monster shark might be about. Don't worry. Dickens' sea cat will save us.
We worked on Freezer Burn.
Yeah, are you sure this is safe?
No!
Oh my God!
The main work that we're doing on these films has been special effects, and we've been getting into doing some prosthetics, creature effects. We're really interested in trying to stay in Alberta and doing our own thing. So we've got the writers, we've got the sculptors, the model makers, producers.
Certain shots had to become wider.
We've gone into the digital side, so the short film that we're shooting right now, we're shooting in 3D. So we're just going to be doing more of our own stuff and selling it worldwide.
Bleeding Art's founder, Leo Wieser, has his roots in theater and was trained in set, costume, and lighting design. Combined with his experience in special effects, he is able to bring to the stage and screen the best combination of both.
The film and television changing and the entertainment industry as a whole is changing, so we're trying to keep up with that change, and we've got a number of ideas that we've had for making and telling stories. So Skeleton Girl is one of them, and our hope is that Skeleton Girl is only a 6-minute piece. It's all done in stop animation, so we're using puppets and we're using all our model making techniques and our theater techniques to come up with a presentation. But we hope that there's another 10 behind it, so this is kind of the first test piece. We're shooting it in 3D, which is really exciting. It's bending our minds around a whole new technique of filmmaking. And these are things that we wouldn't automatically be exposed to if we weren't always trying to push the envelope. Skeleton Girl is being shot on an SLR, and we're using because we're doing it in stop motion, we can use the same SLR to shoot both left eye and right eye. So a lot of the advances that have come, we're dealing with cutting edge software for stop motion and for this automation control. Is more accessible to us on other levels. We don't have to have a programmer go and do it. So, I mean, digital is taking over, and whereas we would have been waiting for film negatives, now we can see it right there, and it's much more malleable. So it's more about content now. Bleeding Art Industries has gone through a lot of different phases. It has been very hard for people to categorize exactly what do we do. I mean, we've had Disney here visiting and going, well, what can you do for us? And it was really hard because we do such a very wide variety of things. We use our creativity in so many ways. But what is exciting right now is that we are looking at different partnerships with different people that we act as a service and that we're giving the special effects. We do the prosthetics, or we do some part of the production design, or even design you a character or a character type that can be used in your production. So we're really trying to open up and get away from the very strict service industry kind of format.
In terms of marketing the company, we have to be fairly targeted with it. What we do is fairly specialized. People are coming to Bleeding Art Industries because of the combination of things that we're doing. So they're not only getting the mechanical special effects, but they're getting that custom fabrication and how to integrate the two. And there is a lot of interest. And now, although we exhibit at trade shows worldwide, having the internet and other social media, we're using a lot more, and we're getting LinkedIn, for lack of a better word, with lots of professionals around the world that are interested in what we're doing. I mean, we've got a great website, so that's part of it as well, but we're not doing a lot of the more traditional, mailing out brochures, etc. Like that time is sort of gone. It's really making the connections and networking.
Whether you want to inspire, scare, or entertain, the award-winning team at Bleeding Art Industries can help create fantastic visual images. By the way, you can visit the Skeleton Girl website to stay in the loop for updates and developments on this stylistic 3D project. All right, you've undoubtedly heard the good news that AMC, the cutting-edge cable network with such acclaimed hits as Mad Men, Breaking Bad, and The Walking Dead, has signed on with Calgary-based Nomadic Pictures to produce Hell on Wheels. Set in post-Civil War America, Hell on Wheels centers on a former Confederate soldier's quest for vengeance, which leads him westward to work on the construction of the first transcontinental railroad. Pre-production begins in March, with filming to run from May through September. The 10-episode series, including the pilot, is expected to debut sometime in the summer or fall. In the meantime, and in between time, wrestling fans, you'll be interested in Pyramid Productions' new reality show called World of Hurt.
I think it's just a good show, an entertaining show. I think if we can put something together that's unique, that's original, that tells a story, documentary kind of series in an original way and breaks through, that'll be pretty satisfying.
Former WWE superstar Lance Storm shows the ropes to a select group of pro wrestling hopefuls from around the world, while the Pyramid cameras chronicle the whole drama.
I think my biggest hope is that, the question everybody asks is, oh, how comfortable are you with, pulling back the curtain, exposing the business? And I think the business has been exposed so many times and quite often in an unfavorable light that my goal is to not just offer an expose, for lack of a different word, but show people how much hard work actually goes into this. That I think a lot of people, now that they've admitted that the business is entertainment, think that it's all just a big, fake stunt fight from a movie where nobody gets hurt, nobody gets touched, and it's far more physical than that. I think people will realize, seeing World of Hurt, that these guys really are athletes that really, have to bust their butts to do this, and it's a lot more physically demanding and a lot more difficult of a sport. I firmly believe it's the most difficult sport there is, because you still have all the physical demands of a legitimate sport, but then you've got a lot more mental demands of the entertainment aspect incorporated. It actually sort of, you're competing on two levels instead of just one, so it's actually more demanding than I think a lot of people realize.
The series will broadcast on the Cave Network in Canada, and we'll have a more detailed look at the World of Hurt on a future behind-the-scenes program. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching.
Behind the Scenes is a collaboration between Calgary Economic Development, industry, government, and community stakeholders.